In a minute. Hi, everyone. I always say hi,
Hi,
all the truth and light
everyone.
seekers, right? Right now, truth and light seekers. That's who we are. Hi, everyone.
I like
Happy
that.
Friday. Yeah. It's like
Hey,
that just popped up while I was listening to the little intro, and I was like, we gotta be something. That's it. Truth and light. Welcome, Friday
welcome,
night. I hope everybody
everybody.
had a fantastic week. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's get started. If you want to
Woohoo.
reach out to us, there's two ways to reach out to us. You can send us an email at 22truthandlight@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at, I'm pointing to Dana because she's the one that's good with the number.
678-223-3319.
Awesome. Yeah, so leave us
Um,
questions. You can send us questions. Leave us a voicemail. We'll play your voicemail on air. We'll address all sorts of kind of questions, whether it's dream interpretation, whether it's issues or things that you have going on and you want some help with. We have a great one this evening on that. Or if you just want to share an experience and just kind of, get some validation for what you're going through, right? We're
right.
happy to take it all. Yeah,
Just give
happy to
us a
take it all.
challenge.
Right?
Give
We
us a
love
challenge. Give us
challenges.
anything and see what we can come up with for you. We're up for the
Yeah,
challenge.
we're up for the challenge. Yes. I
Woo-hoo.
got, I tell you what, I got a good challenge for us today. Dana, you ready for this one?
I'm
It's a
ready. Bring it
doozy.
on.
It's a doozy. I love doozies. It's so fun. So I have a friend, and she has something going on. Like, weird things are kind of going on with her. Like, she gets the sense that there are people from her past that know a lot of what's going on in her current life. And I keep getting the word they whenever I speak to her about it. I don't get uh, an individual, I get a they. And so, anyway, so they seem to know things that are going on in her life that they shouldn't be aware of. And it's kind of like they have some kind of way to watch over her. And she also kind of gets the sense that they keep trying to do some type of cord connection, energy cord work, and energy work against her. And I'm telling you, like, I get a sense that whoever is actually doing the work itself, because I think the work itself is being done by one person, but it's at least two individuals that's kind of like orchestrating it or coming up with the ideas. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But at least two doing that. But I feel like who's actually doing the actual work is like protecting themselves in a way to where they can't be seen. So kind of like they're being cloaked. They're cloaking themselves. So them and their actual work cannot be seen. What do you think about that?
Oh, when you were describing, I was getting the sense that it was a single person and they want to be called they.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, and as of the cloaking, I think that they are very spiritual themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And because of them knowing the cloaking, and I would feel a jealousy with them. Like they have like feelings for her, for your friend, and there's like a jealousy thing going on. So I'm feeling that. How would you stop that? I will have to think some more on that. So let's start bouncing, because how would you stop that? I mean, I feel
I feel like wishing upon them to get a life, right?
You could send love to them.
Yeah.
You can bounce that back with the shield, with your own shield, bounce that back. So you know what I'm saying? So bounce it back to them with love. So you're going to fill yourself up with love, and you're going to put it in your surroundings, your protective shield, and then you're going to push it off to that person. You're going to send it to that person, and hopefully that will loosen them up a bit, to where it give them the thought of, oh, I need to be nicer or something.
Or something. What I'm curious at, because when it came up, I was like, if someone is cloaking themselves so you can't, or anybody that you work with in that spiritual space are unable to see their handiwork, right? Or pick up on their handiwork, like on what they're doing. I did a little bit of research, but I kind of want to get, kind of like what you kind of think about it, because there has to be a way to detect that. Like, there has to be a way to identify that this is happening, and how to remove the cloak or see through it.
I got the word witch come through. To me, my definition of a witch is anyone who gives spells to anybody, whether it's good or bad. That's my definition of witch. So I feel like this person is a witch.
So it has been known that whoever is doing this does voodoo work.
So there's
like that has come up in our conversation, right?
Okay.
That has come into conversation, so we know that. I have a little bit of a different definition of a witch, but that could be another topic one day, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I need to write that
down. I got it.
It's like, because I have like a very different, but it's and I don't think there's any right or wrong, right? In that,
right.
And yeah. But yeah, I do know that there's been like voodoo connected with it, right? That's more of a personal belief. Like, I don't believe that voodoo has to be deceptive or evil. I think it's all behind the intent of whatever you're gonna do, and what it's being used for, and making sure that it's all used from a good place. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but then so like if you're, it's like I'm gonna take like I personally have never dealt with anything like this. Um, and so it really struck my curiosity when the conversation started happening. And if I felt things were kind of just going like just weird things happening, things that just didn't make sense, um, it's like, how would then I asked the question, it's like, well, how would I be able to tell what techniques could I use as a spirit, being someone in this spiritual space to be able to see through that cloak and see what's going on?
I wonder also if it is something, because it is a free will, right? So you have the free will, and their free will is not having you get through to them. But
Right.
at the same time, she is interfering with someone else's free will in their space.
Mm-hmm.
They
Interesting,
are.
you just said she.
Or
You just
they.
said she is the they. You just said she
Yeah.
is the they. So just keep it in that, just, I mean, like, I know certain people are going to be watching this later, so just kind of remember that. Right? I thought it was very interesting because to say, like, words are no accident. I'm going to tell you, like, there are no accidents. And so words are no accident. Not that I know anything other than what we've talked about, right? But I just feel that your words are no accident, and that's just an important thing to take away from this conversation. The word she.
So we'll switch it to she. But yeah, so it's now I forgot where I was at.
So no, I agree, right? But it's like if somebody's doing that, and if somebody's coming into your space and messing with your energy and your progression forward and all that, you have every right to protect yourself, right? And this would be in
Exactly.
any, yeah, you have every right to protect yourself and find out what's going on. And so I did a little bit of research on some ways to kind of like techniques that you can use to kind of recognize when something feels like it's hidden in words, or that it's off. And it's very interesting because one of the first things that came through was anchoring the body. So, and I have said this, I can't tell you how many times I have said this in the last 3 to 6 months of being, fully grounded within your physical body. And it seems to be coming up more and more in different aspects, and not just this, but placing awareness on your full physical body, on your breath, on grounding in your feet, feeling that heartbeat, like being fully aware of your physical self. And so you're creating an anchor or a grounding, right, for yourself. And I'm just amazed because this has come up so many times in personal readings with individuals about that, because a few years ago, when we were working in this intuitive space, you wanted to be more out of your body and kind of, you wanted to be grounded, but you kind of wanted to still be kind of like a balloon, right? Like you're being grounded, but
Right.
you're very airy and lefty. But now it's changing to where we need to bring all of that within our physical bodies, more than we have in the past. And so, and it's interesting that, my research says this as well. But it's then when you're in that space, be centered and find the stillness within, and then start identifying the gaps. You're not supposed to look and to see what's happening. You're supposed to look and discover what's not happening, what's missing, where are the voids in your energetic field and around you. And when I say your energetic field, it's not just your physical energetic field. It could be the field, the energy of the room that you're in. Oh my gosh. I just had an aha moment. Oh my God, I haven't had one of these in a long time like this. So anyway, I kind of get excited. So I'm literally like, if you're in a room and you're in this grounded but meditative state and you're scanning the room for the voids, that person who's cloaking themselves, their energy will be in that room. Kind of like they are, what is it called when you project yourself to be somewhere else? So like I've seen here in my house.
Remote viewing.
But I can, remote viewing. So they could actually be remote viewing. And so when you feel that something's watching you or listening to you, get into that space and if you do it right, you're going to know exactly where they are. And you're going to be able, their cloak's going to be removed. You're going to know exactly where they are. And you're going to be able to banish them.
You got it. Huh.
That's so cool.
So in other words, we're putting like a cover over us so that they can't see in.
Yeah. When you're in that grounding, like when you're in that grounding center space, that's exactly what happens. Like you're going inward so they can't see your physical and emotional reaction to things because you're going inward and you're finding stillness. And so through that stillness and going inward, then you're able to scan the space that you're in and feel the voids or the hollowness within that space. And that is where your cloak is going to be. That's where they're coming in to surveillance your space. That's so weird, surveillance your space.
It makes sense though.
It does, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love it when that happens.
It does feel good. It's like, oh yeah, I get it now. I got it. Yeah.
Right. And so yeah. And so, but I think the most important thing is finding that within yourself, right? So, and being that stillness within, and that is so hard for so many people, because we could get, we can get caught up in things and just, and it's different than it's not meditation. So I want to be very clear, like that still, it's not meditation, but you're getting to a similar space of that, but you're going more inward and being more grounded within your body. So you're within your body versus a meditation where I go somewhere else.
So I feel that as when it's like the beginning of a meditation when you're just getting yourself grounded and just getting yourself within, and then you go into your meditation, but it's just that beginning. So you're connecting yourself to earth, you're grounding yourself, and then you're focusing in on your heart so that you can feel what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you can
from that.
feel
Yeah. Also, when you get there and you're scanning, you could always ask the question, like, this, wherever like that space is, you can ask it to show itself. I think, now I'm just saying for me, I don't know, like for everybody, and I love your feedback on this. So like you can ask for the energy that doesn't match to show itself. And I get a sense that I would see that more in my third eye or my mind's eye, versus physically seeing it with my physical eyes.
I feel like I'm getting more of a feel.
So you would feel, yeah.
I feel a lot of my energy within my heart and my solar chakra. That's where I feel a lot of my energy. So when I'm feeling that, I guess I would feel, okay, there's this energy I'm feeling, but then I would probably feel, oh, it's kind of like a feeling, oh, it's over in this corner or over in this corner, or, you know, you just get that, like a knowing, I guess, of where in the room it would be.
Yeah. I get that. And so from there, so let's say you've done all of this so far, you've been able to identify where their energy is in the room, right? So where they perch and watch. So then what would be, like, I got a vision of what my next steps would be, but what would, because there's two things we have to do at that point. We have to remove it, and then we have to seal up the entry from which it came. Right? And so how would you go about in doing those things?
I'm getting like calling upon the archangels to remove this voodoo or negative energy that's coming through. And once you kind of feel that like separating and like dissipating, then you see that area close up. So you're like closing the door of it.
Nice. Nice.
That would be my thought.
I like that. I like that.
Because you're getting your help so that they're going to be able to know where it's coming from and to help and know how to send that back to that person. And
Right.
then once you feel the room feel more relieved, then you can like close that door, saying, okay, you know, that area is now closed. It's no more not allowed to come back into our space.
Okay. I gotcha.
Or the client or visitor space.
Nice. No, I like that. Mine was much different than that. And so that's why I love like hearing other people's thoughts or perspectives on things, because it can be different. And honestly, in this world, you know, in this reality, I don't think there's a right or a wrong to any of it. I like yours because it asks for help. Me, I'm a little hard-headed and I forget to ask for help. I'll just be honest. And so, me, I was thinking like, just literally, like, you've seen Iron Man, right? The Iron Man movies, no. Tony Stark. Oh my goodness. Where have you been the last 2 days?
I have not watched a movie like that for forever.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, anyway, so Iron Man
Anyway,
has these round lights. He has these round things on his palm of his hands that shoot out light, right? Or like light. And so basically I was envisioning like this white light shooting out of my hand and just pushing it out. And just pushing it out and then literally just sealing up the hole after they're gone. But I like yours better. Because I was just being a
I've had
brute
a
and be
lot
like,
of practice. I've had a lot of practice lately of trying to send out more loving to people. So I've been really
yeah,
trying to practice that. So that's what came to my mind. And your archangels are going to know how to handle that person's personality. You're going to understand who that person is
a
and
lot
how
better than
to.
you are. Yeah.
Right. Because you don't want to fight violence with violence, right? You want to just
Right.
give it easiness, give it the love. So that's what I would probably think. If I thought in time, if I was doing it, if I was in your shoes, I would probably not think of that when I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah.
when you're more calm and relaxed, you can kind of think of those situations. So now I might be able to, okay, I'm not feeling it, but I'm going to ask the archangels to come in and
Help with that situation.
help
Very interesting.
remove those.
Yeah. I like that. And believe me, look, I mean, no, I do that. Now I do that technique. Like if I'm doing Reiki and I'm removing, like an attachment from someone, I do that. Right. I ask for the archangels to come in and help, or a lot of times something will leave whoever I'm doing Reiki on. And basically I just cradle it in my hands and hold it up for the archangels to come and take it. Right. So they
There
can
you
take
go.
care of those. So, but I kind of thought of those things as, oh my God. Okay. So I just had another little moment. So when I'm doing Reiki and thinking about these attachments, I think of things that are just kind of lost and they're sad and they don't know what else to do. And literally, from the individual that you described, they are lost. They are sad because they're ate up with this jealousy and everything. And so they don't know what to do, right? And so they need that higher love and support to move them out of this darkness that they've kind of found themselves in. Ching, ching.
That's cute. I got it. Where is it?
Right.
I got it. Ready?
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm going to burn my hair. I got my lighter. It's the aha.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. No, that's pretty cool. I love that. Oh. So are you still connected?
I am now.
Okay.
See, they
I'm like,
didn't want us to do that. So here's the light. Here's our protection, our light, because they were listening and they didn't want us to go with it. So here's the light of love sending out to you.
How about that? That is just that was weird. And on my end, something weird happened. Like
we've never
something
had
really
that.
weird. No, we haven't.
Yeah, see, they don't want us. They don't want you figuring this out and figuring it out. So
we just figured it out, Chico. We just figured it out. I love it. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. So, only thing she has to do
That
is
was
center
beautiful.
herself, be grounded, scan her space, ask for the
Mhm.
archangels to come and take their energy and their cloaking away, and then seal up the hole and be gone. Mm.
And thank them. And thank them. And then
Yeah, and thank them. Yep, absolutely. I do the gratitude. I like that you brought that up. Whenever I do my sessions, whether it's with an individual or with a group, or even after tonight, like when I'm done, I thank everybody involved, right? Like, I mean, like, thank you for such an amazing thing. Thank you for this and thank you for that. I think it's important to include